NSFW, how can I get over my aversion to neo-vaginas? I also posted this in our Ask Transgender, but maybe you all can help me here. Hello everyone. I'd like to start off by saying I mean no ill will with my question. I'm here to learn. My partner is MTF and hasn't had bottom surgery, but she is considering it. I identify as a lesbian. I admit that I'm a little fearful and may have some concerns about neo-vaginas, some that I'll list below. I've been with cis women before and I loved it from the smell, taste, texture, and overall look of a vagina. I'm afraid that it won't be the same with a surgically created vagina. I don't know or understand how they'd function like a female-born vagina. One of my biggest fears is that it'll have a bad smell. I'm very sensitive to smell. Me and my girlfriend went through the surgery and saw a lot of people had issues with it smelling bad and smegma. I even read of a lesbian couple in which the cis GF had to plug her nose. I worry that I'll end up hurting her if the smell isn't one that I can handle. A little TMI, but wetness is a turn on for me, and I've read that neo-vaginas have a harder time self-lubricating. It doesn't really sound appealing going down on a dry vag. While I'll love her whether it looks right or not, I also worry that if she ends up botched it'll ruin her life. She's already very dysphoric. So can anyone give me advice? How can I make myself be willing to interact sexually with a neo-vagina? I know that it's wrong of me to expect it to be female. I know that won't be the case, but for the both of us I'm hoping it can at least be similar. If you took the time to read this, thank you. This isn't indicative of everyone. Everybody is different. I am a cis woman, and my GF is trans who underwent SRS almost 2 years ago. As a self-proclaimed pussy connoisseur, I'd have to say my GF's pussy is a delight. It doesn't have very large labia minor, I mean some women just don't anyways, but everything else looks just like a typical pussy. We've never had a problem with cleanliness. She asked me right away how best to keep clean down there since she, obviously, had never had to care for a vagina before. I told her how to rinse her outer folds and pull back her clitoral hood. Told her about never using a douche except the one prescribed by her doctor, and other things. At first, it smelled bad because it was healing. I think people jump the gun too much with oral with SRS. Just because it's a little nasty after 8 months doesn't mean it's going to be that way forever. For instance, now I heckin' love my GF's pussy. The smell is normal body sweat smell, it's an Orifice. It ain't gonna smell like roses. Her taste is actually really good TBH, and she definitely gets wet all on her own. She even had lots of issues with her surgery and needing a second surgery in the beginning. And yet nearly 2 years later we couldn't be happier. Penetration can be rough for her still, but my god, she loves oral, and I'm more than willing to help in that regard. Lol. I say don't let people's stories from less than a year and a half in get to you. It's a major and traumatizing surgery for a sensitive area. It needs time to heal and gain its own biochemistry. Cis women have had their biology their entire lives, and their entire lives for their vaginas' microsystems to adjust and cultivate. It's not fair to expect perfection after only a few months.